is angles of attack, and stick styles like Eskrima, Arnis, Filipino martial arts, so that effect, have angles of attack. They also have what's called a basic 12, and it's a series of these angles, like a kata. I wouldn't call it a kata, but it's a set form, so I guess that kind of defines kata. But it's a set form of hitting these angles to get proficient at them. I don't generally use basic 12 because I don't want to get my body used to working in a set way. For me, if it works, it's right. I don't care if it falls in the line of some style or some system. If it works for me, then it works. I don't care if it's right. I don't care if it's wrong. I get some crap from people on YouTube with the few videos that I have posted from this point about the way I do things. Some of it is that I just don't do it the way that system does it. Some of it is I don't do it that way. Some of it is a little bit of a misunderstanding on their part of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Video that I put up on my tire training. If you haven't seen that, you might want to check that out. I did a Wing Chun-esque series of techniques on my little tire dummy that I made, and I got it called crap, and yeah, that'll work as long as someone leaves their hand out there, and things like that. But that's kind of a misunderstanding. That last statement, oh yeah, as long as they leave their arm out there, you'll be all right. That's a little bit of a misunderstanding of what I was practicing. Now, for myself, I'm not going to, I'm getting off subject, but I do it all the time, so what the heck. When someone punches and I hear, I'm not necessarily dealing with that arm, because if someone's punching at me, and I'm not talking about dojo punching, I'm talking about punching me, and I train for people punching me, not dojo punch me. I don't care if someone punches at me in a dojo, they're not going to hurt me. If I'm in a dojo, they probably won't even touch me. But if I'm here, the arm is punching out, if I'm here, 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 as I was showing in that technique, if I get a hold of the hand, fine. Yeah, more power to me, boom. If I don't, that's fine, I can still hit the guy. I'm going to still hit the guy. This hand's still going to be up for another punch coming in. But the technique that I was working was, well, you know what? Hell, let's just do it. Alright, here's my new tire dummy. A little different. The old one I had, I ended up tearing it, throwing it away. I was going to redo it. I was going to do a video on how to make it because people were asking. But I just got into it when I was making it and just did it without really worrying about it. There's my stove there. I made out of a water heater. This is that's how I heat the place in the wintertime because I'm in Indiana and it gets cold. So we'll see what we got here. Probably not a good angle. We'll see. Alright, I'm going to work off of the premise that this is a human body. This tire here is shoulders, there, the head basically here. You can even use the head as this part here, it doesn't really matter. This arm is the extended arm of a punch. Boom, punch out here. Here's the leg. I don't know if you can see that, but that's really not the point of this. Anyway, the punch comes out here. The technique that I was using was as the punch comes out, I'm taking my forearm and I'm deflecting it. I don't block anything. I never block. Blocking is a force against force power issue, and I won't have anything to do with that. If you block something, bam, and there again, I'm not saying I'm doing that right because I don't block. So if someone wants to get technical on my blocking, you can do it, but I have no skill in blocking. I'll tell you that right now because I'm not going to block it. But anyway, let's just say that that was a good block, and I can block it. All I'm doing here is smashing my arm against their arm. Force against force. For me, it's not practical, it's not useful, and I'm not going to do it. I will, however, deflect that attack. As that punch comes out, instead of coming up to it and giving a forceful, all this kind of stuff, and blocking it and stopping, I don't want to stop the force. I'm big in Aikido and Eskrima, Arnis, flowing arts. I love flowing arts. So I tend to want to stay to the deflection by redirecting it. If he wants to punch this direction, I want him to punch that direction. It allows me to use his force against him. I don't want to stop it. If I stop it, boom, we're at a stalemate right there. But if I deflect it and let it continue, he's still moving. So as I'm just deflecting it slightly. If I'm standing here and he punches me, boom, I'm punch. If I try to block it and I'm not forceful enough to stop that, boom, he's still going to hit me. So what I want to do is step at an angle in towards him. Here, just deflecting it. I don't want to make any force against force. All I'm doing is putting my hand out here, letting his hand go across my hand. Moving it just slightly, just enough for it's off target. This hand comes up, continues the deflection, but it also protects me. I may not like to block, but I'm not an idiot. I don't want to get hit either. So, boom, boom, here. Now, I've not stopped his punch. He's still punching this away. He's still, boom, all that force is coming in, which means he's going to be going like this. He's going to be moving forward. I want him to continue to move forward. Bam, bam, here. That's when the punch comes in, boom, to the face, to wherever. We'll just say this is